Today, we're going to talk about the best game settings that you should be using for CS2. These are things that I've been using in order to get the top of the Faceit leaderboards, the Premier, just achieve everything inside of this game. You can see, you can trust me here. Gold rank inside of CS2, we're pushing to 35K on our stream. Go ahead and go over here to settings menu, go to game. This is where we're going to be at today. This is everything you need to know. First up, we're going to go to enable developer console here. Make sure that this is on. This is very important so that you can actually type stuff in. You're a hacker, man. You're feeling good about the game. You're going to customize different things. You can change a bunch of different stuff. There's guides on my channel on how to do that. Next, we're going to go scroll down here. We're going to talk about max acceptable matchmaking ping. I throw this on just over 100, as you can see, like 111. You can change this depending on where you are. You can see, like, for me, I just want to make sure I'm on USA servers. I'll even play Seattle. I don't care. I just don't want to play in servers that are outside of the US. So I'll make sure, yeah, right little sweet spot right there at like 111. So I never get on these. Max acceptable game traffic bandwidth. I put it on extremely restricted. Buffering the smooth, none. Install Counter-Strike workshop tools, no, unless you're a mapper, like don't really need that type of stuff. But this is some cool settings. We're going to get into the rest of it. First, I have to give you a message about how to get the coolest CS2 skin.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, SkinsMonkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
Let's talk about HUD. For me, I love my HUD on 1.0. I like having it on green. No, bottom left. A lot of this is preference, but you know, maybe super zoomed in HUD could help you if you have bad eyesight or something. But for most people, you just want to leave this on how it is and then just keep it on whatever color. Now, the really cool thing is if you look in the bottom right of my screen, see how my bayonet is glowing right there? You want to keep this on yes, because glow weapon will show up like that. It's very cool. Very, very nice. Override doesn't matter. Team, this is so important. Make sure you have pips, names, health, and equipment on for this. Show player, whatever, that's fine. Yes, okay. All these are you can just leave on default. It does not really matter. That's just preference. Some more important stuff here for pings. If people are spamming a little too much, you can just do display without sound. I think that's fine because you have the cooldown, so you're okay with that. The enemy team, nah, you're fine. Unless you're like a streamer and you really want to be safe, don't even worry about changing all of that. Or maybe you're a kid playing, maybe parents out there, you have some kids that are playing CS, then you would flip these on so that they don't get any bad messages, stuff like that. Which could be very nice. So honestly, you could pay attention to that if that's the case. Spectator stuff, don't really care about this. Honestly, I haven't really messed with this. You can check out what I have there, but it doesn't really matter. I would strongly recommend detach silencer and A1S and USP to put on disable. If you have it on, it's fine. But there's no real purpose to it. There's like a niche scenario with A1S or USP where you don't want your gun to stick out your barrel, but for the most part, you're going to accidentally click it more than you're actually going to use it. So disable that. So it essentially just means that you're not going to right click on your mouse and then start messing around with that. Viewmodel, whatever. We made a video on this channel on Viewmodel settings. You need to watch that right now. Awesome stuff. Right-handed for most people is going to be fine. Now, make sure you have first-person tracers on. You keep this enabled because if you have it disabled, it's going to be hard to know where your bullets are going. Always show inventory, yes. 100% have that on. Buy menu with key, yes. And the rest of these are whatever. I don't even use them, honestly. Radar and tablet, I have these settings on centered, yes. Rotating, yes. Radar HUD maps, yes. Blur background, yes. And then these are the specific settings. My opacity is 0.63. My size is 1. Radar map zoom is 0.4 and alternative is 1. Now, what is alternative? It is going to be this key over here. You need to have this in UI keys, toggle radar zoom. If you look at my screen right now, it's going to make it so that your radar gets super big. This is useful with smoke grenades walking through them and just when you need a zoomed in map. Such a useful little thing right there. Now, toggle square shape with scoreboard. Yes, that's fine. Force square shape. No. Radar is zooming dynamically. I wouldn't recommend that. I would just have the key that you can press when you need it. I think that it's good to have it zoomed out generally. So I would say no for that. Some players do play with it on. It's a little preference. I'm going to get you guys my crosshair settings down below. So I'll make sure I share that with you. In order to import it, you just copy it from the YouTube description down there. Like the video while you're down there, by the way. And then paste it in there and just import it. Very simple, very easy. Just like that. Boom. And these are the settings. It's just going to put it in there right away. I'll just touch a few of them. Follow recoil, heck no, get that off. Center dot, not really useful for the most part. Most people are gonna not benefit from having it on. Those are the specific settings here. Again, you can mess with it. I'd have the alpha on all the way though. T-style, heck no, do not use a T-style crosshair. It's so bad. Deployed weapon gap, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Use crosshair color for scope dot, that's fine. Yeah, like that's a little preference, but yeah, it's fine. Most players would like that on. Show player crosshairs. I think it's helpful just to see what everybody's using. If you really want to focus, then you just put no, but come on, it's fine to see what other people are using. Show your crosshair inspecting bots. I'm gonna put yes. I don't know why I didn't have that before. I hate looking at that bot crosshair, so that's actually a good setting that I didn't even know I had wrong. There we go, guys. Sniper sights. Now pay attention here, guys. Pay attention. We really gotta talk about this. Delay sniper rifle unscope. No, heck no. Make sure that this is on no. Show scope sniper inaccuracy. Put that on no. I don't think you need to see when you're inaccurate and stuff. Just like the crosshairs, they could kind of do that. They're dynamic. Put that on no. You don't need to see when you're inaccurate unless you're a brand new player. It could be helpful for most players. Nah, just make sure you understand how to counter strafe, how to be accurate while you're not moving and stuff. Auto resume snipers after shot. 100% have this on. Do not have that on no. It's gonna hurt you. I'd recommend for most people having this on 1. It's not worth it to mess around and start throwing it on different ones. It's either going to be on 1 or 2 though. Never put it on 3, 4. No, you're trolling at that point. 1 or 2. That's all you need. And then scope that scale. Just keep it on 1, whatever. Grenade lineup. These are important too. So for me, this is what I find is the best. Flashes, I don't want it to show up. So what this is essentially going to be is when I hold my left click button or right click button down a lot, it starts to show this grid. This is so helpful for lineup. So for smoke grenades and Molotovs, heck yeah, I need that. Now for HG grenades and flashes, we're more free flowing with those. We're banging them out different places. You don't need to have that little, or not little, that big thing distracting you on your screen. It's just useless. So that's personally what I have here. And then I actually tweaked my smoke one and I put it on 1. It's supposed to be on 1 here. It kind of just goes that, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I put this on 1 so that as soon as you put your smoke and you start holding it, you can instantly get that lineup. Say, for example, you had this on like 5. Look what's going to happen. So I'm going to press it. I'll be like, okay, waiting for my lineup. Hello, lineup, where you at? And then eventually it's going to come. You see how useless that is? So for smokes, you definitely want to keep it fast. I wouldn't have it like super fast though, because on like 0.5 or something, because sometimes I just want to throw the smoke and see how it doesn't show up. Versus sometimes, obviously, I want to line up. I need it to come fast. So that's a good sweet spot right there. And from all these, I'm only going to use it if I'm like really holding it. Or it's just going to come out. So I think it's fine in that sense. Damage prediction. Heck no. Keep all these off. They are so useless. He's going to frustrate you. It's going to make you rage because you think you killed him and you didn't. Make sure every single one of these is on no. You don't want to use that. For telemetry, I have if conditions are poor here. Frame, time warning threshold. I have that on that. Show ping if conditions are poor. If poor, I just have it on if poor. I don't want it flashing on my screen and distracting me. So I would recommend copying these. But again, this is more just preference. It's not going to change much. It's just going to get in your way, in my opinion. So I don't like having it unless I really am lagging. Then I want to know, obviously. So hopefully you guys learned something new from this video. If you'd like to work with me and we can talk about these type of things in depth, go ahead and check out my website down below in the description. I'd love to offer you my coaching services. In the meantime, join my Discord. Go ahead and send me a message over there. Love to say what's up and, just continue connecting with all of you guys. You're all legends. You're all wonderful people. So let's keep improving our rank and making it to the top. Thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.